What's going on, guys? It's Floating Koala, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you some tips on how you can get better at Apex Legends. Just to let you know, the gameplay you're seeing in the background is an absolute clap fest. This is my first game of pubs, like of the day. All I've been playing is ranked. I played one game and I did pretty well, got some pretty nice squad vibes in here. So before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you for 500 subscribers, and thank you for all the people who continuously come on my channel, like my videos, watch my videos, and support me basically. You're very much appreciated, and I notice all of you, okay? I know who's liking my videos, who's commenting, I see you. But anyway, yeah, so let's get straight into it. So tip number one is always stay on the move. Guys, you always want to be moving in Apex Legends, especially if you're playing pubs. This isn't so much to do with ranked, but if you're playing pubs, you really want to always stay on the move, run to the shots, run away from the shots if you want to, but just always stay on the move, because if you're a still target, there's more chances of you getting collapsed from all directions. It will also allow you to get higher damage games, more kills, because you're continuously moving to where the players are and hopefully destroying squads. But yeah, I don't really need to explain that one too much, but guys, always stay on the move. And that brings us on to our next tip, which is always loot the essentials first. The essentials being a shield, ammo, and meds. You don't really need attachments. If you're getting shot at and you're still looting for attachments, don't loot for attachments. Loot for the ammo and loot for the shields and meds. That's the most important thing you really need. Like, guys, if you spend a lot of time looting a whole box and you absolutely rinse the box of all of its stuff, I guarantee you there are better boxes around with better stuff that you can loot quicker. So basically what you want to be doing, if there's multiple boxes around you, right, you don't want to spend your whole time looting just one box and absolutely swallowing everything from that box. You want to take all the good stuff from every single box as quick as you can. So you look in one box, get a good shield, get some ammo, then you look in another gold box that you see, who knows, you could have gotten a golden knockdown, you could have gotten even a gold armor, you never know. Just loot the best stuff from the boxes first before you loot the rest. And to be honest, you don't need to be rinsing the whole box of its stuff. Like, that just wastes time. And especially if you want to go for kills and high damage, you cannot spend a lot of time looting, guys. You need to just loot the essentials and leave. Trust me, you're never going to improve in this game if you just spend like 3,000 hours just on one box, swallowing it whole. Another tip, guys, is open your inventory to auto sprint while dropping stuff. So basically, if you want to like clear out your inventory, you know you have some stuff in there that you don't really want, you can auto sprint by sprinting and holding the sprint forward, right, and then pressing start. And then once you press start and you're still sprinting, you can let go of your sprint button and it basically just auto sprints. And this allows you to keep on the move while you're sorting out your inventory. Think about it, you're running through a field and then you stop to like sort out your inventory. You could get crabbed from 3,000 miles away. So try this. So you sprint and then press start, and then you can just sprint forever basically. One downside to this is you can't really see too much, but it does keep you on the move, and if anything does happen, you'll be moving, so you'll be a harder target to hit. Okay, another tip is to regularly use the same weapons. By regularly using the same weapons, it means that you're going to be mastering the recoil of that gun. Don't regularly use like a Sentinel or something like that. Use guns that are in the meta, like the R99, the R301, the Havoc, the Wingman, like the G7, the Hemlock. Like, use these types of guns, because if you use the same gun for a certain amount of time, you're going to eventually get used to the recoil to the point where you're going to be able to control that recoil a lot better than someone who just picked up the gun, because you'll memorize the recoil pattern. For example, I always like to pick up two R99s, and that's why I'm able to control the recoil of the R99 well, because I always pick it up and I'm so used to the recoil of it that it just comes second to none with me. So I can just shoot it like an absolute laser beam. I'm telling you now, you'll get more kills and more damage if you master a specific gun. So yeah, another tip is to play solos. Not solos the game mode, but solos as in you load up into a game just by yourself and get matched up with two random teammates. Usually the two people you get matched up with are very bad, or you could get very good teammates and get lucky, but like most of the time they are very bad. What this allows you to do is basically you're going to be getting into more 1v3 situations, and you're basically going to be the best out of those two players. So you're going to have to kind of try a lot harder to be able to get these kills, because you're basically by yourself. Basically. How many times have I said basically? Another simple tip, guys, that you should always be following is always slide and sprint. Always. Like, whenever you're moving, slide, jump, slide, and then jump, and then slide, and then jump. Always, when you're moving, always slide, jump. Never just sprint. Because if you sprint, you're easy target to track, okay? You can easily track. So you can beam someone with an R99 if they're just sprinting. However, if they're sprinting, sliding, jumping, it's a lot harder. So do that and you'll be a harder target to hit. And not only that, but you'll be able to move around the map a lot faster too. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people that I spectate when I die on pubs, they don't do any of the stuff that I'm explaining to you guys right now. So I guarantee if you follow this stuff, you're going to be better than most people out there. So yeah, another tip is to strafe, guys. Strafing just means you're a harder target to hit. However, it does also mean that it's harder for you to aim. So it does take a lot of practice. It's kind of an advanced thing that you should do. It's not something that a beginner player should worry too much about. but it's definitely something they should practice. So yeah, strafing is kind of a big thing, and especially if you're a competitive player, there's no way you're going to be winning gunfights if you're not strafing. Unless you're Jibby. Like, if you're Jibby, you don't really need to strafe, because, like, even if you're jumping 360, like, doing all that shit, you're going to get clapped no matter what you're doing, because he's just so fat. So yeah, if you're playing Jibby, don't even worry about strafing. Like, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, another tip is make positioning your #1 priority. This basically means just always have high ground on your opponent, or just a better position than them. Like, this could be a building, this could be anything. Just make sure that you have a better position than them, and it's going to allow you to be winning more fights. So yeah, the last tip is if you play with a team, always press start to see if they're missing essential armor or if they need better armor. So basically just kind of make sure that they're all geared up. You always have teammates who don't pick up helmets, who forget that they have helmets, forget that they don't have helmets, and then you can be the one who reminds them. You can be the one who saves the team by reminding your team what to actually pick up. This also means that you can be on the lookout for better stuff, and basically just make sure the team is fully stocked up at all times, which will give you a big advantage in clapping some cheeks. By the time you're seeing this, I am live on YouTube, so make sure you come and join the stream. We're going to be doing some ranked. By the time I'm uploading this, I'm like pred 173, so God knows what I am when I'm streaming. But yeah, hopefully I'm #1, baby. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. All the support is very much appreciated, and yeah, thank you. Goodbye.